Hello everybody and welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at the Modular BGA. But before that, this video is brought to you by Brian Tuttle and Alphatron. Thank you for being farm barons. So the Modular BGA can be found at the in-game downloadable content menu or farmingsimulator.com's website. There will be a link to that down in the description below. As of the 1.0 release, this mod is available for all platforms. Now, we had the Modular BGA in Farm Sim 19. It was pretty straightforward. We had our intake, we had our processing, and then we had our storage, and then several decorative buildings that we could use to really just make a unique looking biogas plant to suit our map or just suit our needs. The Modular BGA in Farm Sim 22 has seriously kicked it up several notches. We have multiple buildings that have multiple functions, and we can really fine-tune how we want our biogas plant to work. We can produce digestate to put on our fields, or we can take that digestate, convert it right back into even more energy just to earn more and more profits, however we want to look at it. Let's go ahead and take a look at this in the build menu. So we're going to go to production and then factories. We're going to scroll over till we get to lizard energy, and that is where we are going to be able to start to create our own unique biogas plant. And it all starts with our bunkers. So there are several bunkers, and the bunkers are all going to take the same inputs and basically output those same products. And we have a small bunker. Let me pull up a little cheat sheet that I have made. It's going to allow me to tell you what each particular bunker is going to be able to accept and process in a given month. So the small bunker here is going to accept silage, manure, and sugar beet. It's going to have 240 cycles per month, and it's going to be able to process 201,600 liters of silage, 48,000 liters of manure, and 24,000 liters of sugar beet cut. You can see the way it's designed here. We have our dump point at the top, and then it's got a pipe that you could connect into another item here in our build list if you want. We're going to move up to the middle bunker, and this one has 360 cycles per month. Is going to be able to process 302,400 liters of silage, 72,000 liters of manure, or 36,000 liters of sugar beet cut. We're going to move up to a bunker with biogrinder, and the bunker with biogrinder is going to be able to also accept sugar beets, because what it's going to do is it's going to take sugar beets, convert it to sugar beet cut, and then it's obviously going to be able to process sugar beet cut further. So this particular bunker is going to be able to process, again, at 360 cycles per month. It's going to be able to process 396,000 liters of silage, 180,000 liters of manure, 108,000 liters of sugar beet cut, and 72,000 liters of sugar beet. Move up to a big bunker, and the big bunker is going to have 480 cycles per month. It's going to accept silage, manure, and sugar beet cut. So we're going to be able to process up to 403,200 liters of silage per month, 96,000 liters of manure, or 48,000 liters of sugar beet cut. Then we have one more bunker in the big bunker with biogrinder. And remember, the biogrinder is what's going to allow us to take straight sugar beets and convert those into sugar beet cut. Again, 480 cycles per month. We're going to be able to process 960,000 liters of silage per month, 288,000, I should say, liters of manure, 192,000 liters of sugar beet cut, and 144,000 liters of sugar beet into sugar beet cut. So now that we have an input for our silage, manure, sugar beets, or sugar beet cut, what are we going to do with it? Well, we have to send them to a fermenter. And we have several different possible fermenters. The fermenters are going to accept our silage, slurry, manure, and sugar beet cut from our bunkers I'm going to tell you where we're going to get our slurry here in a little bit. And it's going to then process that into either methane, electrical energy, or digestate. So we have the fermenter ECK. It is a square building here. And again, the way you could place this is you could take your big bunker with that pipe that looks like it's going to extend into something, and you could basically place it so it's going into one of these fermenters. That is what I did over here. You see, I have placed it so that my medium bunker, if it was this one right here, so I placed it right here, and then I placed my digester or my fermenter right behind it so that they were connected. So we have the fermenter ECK. This building, as you can see, all of these rotate 360 degrees. The fermenter ECK is going to take up to 633,600 liters of silage per month. It's going to be able to process up to 230,400 liters of slurry, manure, or sugar beet cut per month. And again, it's going to output based on a different recipe per fermenter. And I didn't go and iterate through every possible amount of energy and methane and digestate per input per fermenter. That's a little much. The website does have all of that information broken down. I'm not going to go into that exact level of detail. If you want to know possibly which fermenter is for you, other than just picking one that you like visually, then go ahead and reference the website. So then we have the fermenter 1000. Okay, the fermenter 1000 is going to have 120 cycles per month. And it's going to be able to process up to 108,000 liters of silage, 24,000 liters of slurry or manure, and 12,000 liters of sugar beet cut. You step up to the fermenter 150, which is going to have 144 cycles per month and be able to process 230,400 liters of silage, 79,200 liters worth of slurry, manure, or sugar beet cut. You step it on up to the fermenter 200. Fermenter 200 is going to have 192 cycles per month. It's going to be able to process 422,400 liters of silage per month and 153,600 liters of slurry, manure, or sugar beet cut per month. Then we move up to the fermenter 300, the big boy, if you will. And the big boy is going to be able to process 288 cycles per month, and it's going to take up to 921,600 liters of silage and up to 460,800 units of slurry, manure, or sugar beet cut. Then we have some rather interesting products, but first I want to jump over here to my liquid fermenter. So here we have the liquid fermenter, and again you can see it's designed so it has pipes that if you wanted to and you figured out where you wanted to place these, you can have it so that the pipes go into an adjacent building and just really make it look like it is a complete product, just like we have right there. You can see those pipes going into the building. This is going to accept slurry as an input, and it is going to output methane, energy, or digestate. So we have the big, and then we have a small one located right here. The small liquid fermenter is going to have 48 cycles per month, and it's going to be able to process up to 86,400 liters of slurry per month. And the big liquid fermenter is going to have 72 cycles per month, and a total of 216,000 liters of slurry is going to be able to be processed per month. Now, this is where we get into some rather interesting fun. We have post fermenters, and this is going to allow us to further process some product. We can take now digestate. Remember, we got digestate from our fermenting process, because our fermenters make methane, energy, and digestate. We can take our digestate from our fermenter and then run it through the process again and then create more methane and more electrical energy. So you could build out your whole biogas plant and have no usable output, right? So you could dump silage in all day long. You're never going to get any digestate out because maybe you don't care about that. You don't want to mess with spreading it on your fields. Well, you can add a post fermenter, and it is then going to take your excess digestate and further generate electricity and methane from that. So I think that's a really, really cool idea. We have then 2 different post fermenters. Then we have an interesting one. We have a middle post fermenter. This is going to be able to take excess methane and energy and somehow magically create digestate. But what you could then do is take that excess energy, make it into digestate, and then turn around and take that digestate and make it into more energy and methane. You get a little bit of a circle going on there, don't you? This is a little bit of an interesting thing because you're then going to be able to feed generators. And generators are going to take and basically potentially double your energy output. But before we get to that, we have then a liquid manure storage. It's going to basically take liquid manure in and put liquid manure out. It's a quick way of being able to store excess. We also have the ability to store excess digestate here. And then we get into our magic generators. Generators are going to take methane in or electrical charge in, and it's going to step it up and it's going to produce more. Okay, so we're going to get more methane out than we put in. We're going to get more electric energy out than we put in. This is a way to even further enhance our profits. We then can move to generator 2, which is just going to take electrical energy in and give us electrical energy out. And then we have the last little bit of kit is a methane tank that takes methane in and doubles it and sends methane out. All that means is more profits for you. So with all that said, let's see how I have built out this production. So I have a bunker with biogrinder, and I have filled them up to the max. So we have silage, manure, sugar beet cut, and sugar beet, all maxed out. We have our storage maxed out, and we have our storage set to distributing. Then we have our fermenter 300 that is going to take our silage, manure, and sugar beet from our bunker as input, and it is going to then generate electric energy, methane, and digestate. I have set each one of those to distributing because I don't want to sell them now. I'm going to sell them later on in the process. I also have a liquid fermenter here, and I have 100,000 liters of slurry in it, and it is also going to distribute electric energy, methane, and digestate. I have also a liquid manure storage that has 2 million liters of slurry in it, and it is going to be able then to distribute, as I have it set, to my fermenter as it needs slurry. It's going to be able to pull slurry in from both either my liquid fermenter or from my storage. Now I'm going to take the digestate that I'm making in my fermenter and my liquid fermenter, and I'm going to take it into my large post fermenter 2. It's going to take the digestate and it's going to make more methane and electricity. But I have it set to distributing. I don't want to sell it yet. So I have it set to distributing because I'm going to take my electric energy from my fermenter, from my liquid fermenter, and from my large post fermenter, and it's all going to eventually channel down to either generator 1 or generator 2. And you can see generator 1 is going to take 200 units of electricity and double it to 400 units. And generator 2 is going to take 200 units of electricity, and it's going to 1.5 it to 300 units of electricity. So it is basically going to spread out the electric charge between generator 1 and generator 2. And I could put down a second generator 1 if I wanted. I just decided to put down generator 2. It's also going to take all of my methane and take it to generator 1, which is going to 1.5 times my methane from 100 to 150. And then it's going to sell it. Or it's going to send it to my methane tank, which is going to double it, and then it's going to sell it. So let's get this process fired up. So I'm going to first come back here. I'm going to go to my finances screen. Always go to the wrong one. And you're going to see that my biogas income is 0. We have 0 biogas income. Okay. So let me activate my liquid manure storage. Let me activate my methane tank. Let me activate my generator and my generator 1. Let me activate my slurry fermenter. Activate my digestate post fermenter. I want to activate pretty much everything because I have product in there. Okay, now that I have activated it, I'm going to just bump up the clock a little bit to 60 times speed. So while the clock is running, let's go back and take a look at this thing that is processing. So we have to wait until the top of the hour because we are completely full. Not going to distribute until the top of the hour, so we'll just hold on and wait. It's at the top of the hour. It has moved the silage, manure, and sugar beet cut down here to the fermenter. See, silage slurry has been moved over from our liquid fermenter and our storage tank. We are generating electricity, methane, and digestate. We're going to get digestate here at the top of the hour into our post fermenter, and it is then going to distribute methane and electric energy further down the line. Let's go ahead and wait, speed up this process just a little bit, slow it back down. We can see then our digestate is going to get populated with product. It now has product, so it's going to be able to then work and produce more methane and electrical charge. We're going to come down here to our generator, and it is processing my electric energy and basically doubling my electric energy as output. So I'm basically getting more money than I ever would have if I didn't make use of this particular generator. Same is happening right here with my electrical charge. And I have burned through my methane already, so I'm not using that. Now let's just quickly come over here to my finances screen. And in just a few hours that we have turned this on, I've already made $3,600. Let's fast forward this a little bit more to 12 o'clock. And now I have made $22,000, nearly $23,000. Let's pep this up a little bit more to 1 o'clock. You can see we have really got things pumping along now. So now it is 1 o'clock. Our biogas income is now $41,600. So I really, really like this modular BGA approach because you can really build out a biogas plant to suit your needs on just about any map, and pretty much every map you play, you can have a completely different looking biogas plant that functions completely different depending on your play style or the map that you are using. So as I said, the way I have built this out, I can supply this with slurry, I can supply this with manure, I can supply this with sugar beet cut, or silage. And all I am ever going to get out of this is money, because any digestate that is produced is then further refined into even more energy. And that energy is then distributed to my generators, which is then either giving me a 50% bonus or doubling my energy before ultimately selling my energy to the world. And in the end, I just keep raking in the big time money. So let me go, guys. What do you think of this particular mod, the Modular BGA from Castor? Again, it is available for all platforms, and you can find it over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the downloadable content menu. Link will be down in the description below to download it from the website. And as always, be sure to go in and rate the mods you download from the Giants website. Let the modder know, do you like the mod or do you not like the mod? Let them know by rating it. That way you'll encourage them, hopefully, to produce more quality mods. And until next time, happy farming.